Hello YouTube, hello guys, welcome to another exciting day. Welcome to my channel, welcome to YJ Digital. I'm your host Abu Joseph. So guys, on today's tutorial video I'll be guiding you step by step on how I was able to actualize this birthday design flyer, okay, using Photoshop to be precise. So if this sounds like what you are actually interested in and you're new to the channel, do well to smash the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to get notification whenever I upload new content on my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for always watching. So in order for me to create this design, all I have to do is to create a new file document to be precise. So the design was created using the Instagram portrait frame size of 1080 by 1350. Okay, the unit is set on pixels 1080 by 1350. Resolution is set on 300. The color mode remains on RGB, and I'll call this birthday. So after I'm done with that, I'll click on the create button. So over here, I have the Canva workspace of my Photoshop opened. Okay, so the first phase has to do with creating of the background. But before doing that, I would like to drag in the exercise files I'll be using for this tutorial. Okay. Please, if you need the exercise file, do well to check this video description. You'll find the link to the exercise file in the video description. So here we have the exercise files for the tutorial. Okay, and the first phase has to do with creating of the background as mentioned earlier. So in order for me to do this, I'd like to transform this by hitting Ctrl T, hold Alt, and scale out like this to be precise. Okay, and adjust this like this. So I think this is okay like this. Then I'll hit the check button and feed back to screen to be precise. Okay, like this. So the next thing I would like to do is to blur out this out of focus. So I'll come to the filter all the way to the blur and apply a Gaussian blur to be precise. So I would like to scale down the blur radius. So about something like this is okay for this project. So I'll click on the OK button. So after I'm done with this, I would like to add a gradient map. So I'll come to the adjustment over here and slide over here and click on the gradient map. Okay. So after you're done with this, I would like to expand the gradient map. But before doing that, make sure that the thumbnail of the gradient map is actually selected to be precise. So I'll come over here, click on this, and I've already created the presets of gradient I'll be using. Okay, here's the gradient. On this end, there is a hex code for the color I'm actually using, while on this other end, that is the highlighted region, there is a hex code for the color I'm using for the highlights. Okay, so I'll click on the OK button. After I'm done, I would like to change the blending mode to, let me see what will work perfectly well. I think this works perfectly well for me, to be precise. So after I'm done with this, I would like to select both layers and group them. So I'll select these two layers, so holding shift, hit Ctrl G on the keyboard helps you to group. So I'll call this BG, which stands for the background. Okay, so the next I have to work on the pastor's image. Okay, this is Pastor Enoch himself, that is Papa Enoch. So I'll right click and convert this to a smart object. Converting your layer to a smart object enables you to actually maintain quality of an image whenever you scale it down or actually scaling it up without losing its quality. And one of the benefits of converting a layer to a smart object, it enables you to come back and actually make adjustments to that particular layer at any point in time in your design. Okay, please take note of that. So I've done that. So the next thing I'd like to do is to hit Ctrl T and drag this over here. Ctrl T is to transform. Come here, scale this down like this. I place it around somewhere like this. Okay, so I'll hit the check button or hit the enter key on the keyboard. So I would like to add more depth to this. The image is so shouty, so I need to sharpen the look of this image by adding more depth. So I'll come to the filter and apply camera raw effect to this. So over here we have the camera raw, and in the camera raw I would like to start with the basics to be precise. So on the basics I would like to adjust this a little, like this, adding a little feel of exposure as well as contrast, boost of the contrast on the image a little. Likewise the highlight, I would like to adjust this like this. Okay, the shadows as well, I like to increase it a little. Likewise the white, okay, I would like to boost it up as well a little bit. Likewise the blacks, I would like to adjust this. This is more of an eyeballing situation. There are no rules to this, so you allow your eyes to actually guide you to know when you are applying any of these adjustments. Okay, so come over to the texture, need to sharpen this a little bit. Okay, this image was actually a low res image, like low resolution image, so I need to work on the look properly. So I think I'll scale it up to the clarity like this. So I'll leave this, come over to details. I want to add more depth to the details, so I'll boost this up like this. I think this is okay. The noise reduction as well, adjust the noising on the face. Okay, make it have a smooth texture in the face to be precise. Okay, you can see. So after we're done, I would like to click the OK. Okay, so this is without the camera raw and this with the camera raw. You can see the difference. So after I'm done with this, I will need to add some other adjustments by using the curves and the rest of them. I'll start with the color balance to be precise. Click on the clip marks. So on the hues, on the midtones to be precise. Okay, under the tones we have different tones. Start with the midtones. So for the midtones, I like to scale up the colors of the cyan. Likewise adjust the magenta this way by boosting it up like this. You taking it this way means you're adding magenta. You taking this way, adding more greens. You taking your slider this way, you're adding more blues. Taking it this way, adding more red to it. So it's vice versa. So let me also make adjustments to this and boost this up like this as well. Okay, come over here, change the tone to highlight. On the highlight as well, we need to work on this as well a little bit. Okay, for this we need to also take this way so that it will add more of magenta to the project as well. Likewise this, you need to take this all the way to the blues and boost up the saturation of blues on this. I think this is actually looking nice. Okay? This is before and this is after. So the light, the color is now actually blending the background with our image. That is the main essence of the color balance, to blend the image with that of the background. Okay, so after I'm done with this, I would like to add a curve adjustment. Okay, clip max this so that the effect will be only on the model. That is the main essence of the clip max, so that it will only be on that layer beneath. Okay, so over here I would like to add a little feel of highlight. Please take note that the curve adjustments are made up of 3 regions to be precise. These ends are called the shadows, these ends are called the highlights, the middle part are called the midtones to be precise. So add a little feel of highlights to this and a little depth of shadow to this like this. Okay, I think this is before and this is after. You can see the effect on the image. Okay, so after I'm done with that, I would like to add a feel of exposure, a little feel of exposure to this. So I'll slide over and apply exposure. Click on the clip mark so that it affects only the model image to be precise. So I'll scale up this a little. Okay, a little to be precise. Okay, that's for that. So this is before and this is after. So the changes is not that intense. Okay, so come over here and apply a solid fill to be precise. You need to change the color to be precise. Okay, here's the hex code for the color. So I'll click on the OK. So after I'm done, I'd like to change this blending to a nicer one that will work well with this. I think this is okay, but I'll have to click on the clip marks. So you can hold Alt in between these two layers and create a clipping marks, or right click on the layer and slide over. Right click on the layer and slide over to create clipping marks, to be precise. So it also works that way. So you can come over here, select the layer over here, which is solid color, which you select the purple is image, and hit Ctrl G and call this purple, or call this pastel, to be precise. Okay, that is in terms of this. Okay, so after I'm done with this, I need to add some depth to this background. I'll come over here, click on this, hold Alt and drag this outside a group. Okay, so I would like to drag this outside a group like this and close the group. So I have a duplicate of this. Okay, so I hit Ctrl T, right click, flip horizontal, so I can scale this like this and can place it around here like this as well. Okay, so I can place it around somewhere here like this. Okay, so after we are done with this, I would like to reduce the opacity. Okay, you adjust the opacity so that the image won't be too visible. Okay, so I'm trying to add depth to the background, to be precise. So after we're done with this, I would like to start placing other design elements into this. Okay, I'll start by placing in my guides. So come to view over here, enable the guides layout, to be precise. Okay, for this I would like to set this on 7%, this set of 7%. So I'll just copy and start pasting them as well. Okay, this my guide settings, to be precise. Now click on the OK button for this. So the next thing I would like to do is start pasting my information. So I'll start by pasting in the happy birthday text over here. Okay, select the text and set it on right aligned method, to be precise. Check and scale this up like this. I would also like to change the font, the name of the font. Okay, I'll be making use of not Montserrat, I'll be making use of Wimberley. That's the name of the font. So I'll come over here on my character panel and make adjustments. In case you don't have your character panel over here, you can also enable it from the windows. Okay, so I would like to make adjustments on the trackings. Okay, that's the space between, that is the leadings rather, that is the space between the text on the vertical axis. Okay, the tracking has to do with the horizontal aspect of text spacing. Okay, so I'll come over here, I'll scale this up like this. Okay, so I think this is okay like this. Click the move tool and adjust this way. Okay, so after I'm done with this is the hex code for the color I'm actually using. So here's the hex code, and we'll click on this. Okay, that's what that guys. So the next thing I'd like to do is to make a duplicate, but before doing that I'd like to change the blending mode for this. Okay, so I'd like to change this to, let me see what works. I think this is actually nice. Let me try this and see. Make a duplicate of this by hitting Ctrl J. Okay, and change the blending mode as well to see what happens. But before then, start making the duplicate, I would like to change the fill to this. Okay, here's the hex code for the color. So I'll click the OK button for that, and also change its blending mode from soft light to, let me see, which will work perfectly well. Let me see. I think, wow, this will work perfectly well for this. Okay, so I think this is actually nice. So I can select both texts and group them together. I'm trying to organize my layers. So I can call this the theme, to be precise. Okay, so I would like to place in other body of text. So I'll come over here and paste in the text, that is the birthday wish. I'll check, and here is the hex code for the color, to be precise. So here is the hex code for the color. Then I'll click on the OK button. So I'll be making use of Montserrat for this. I'd like to adjust the space between text on the vertical by spacing this a little bit. Take the move tool and adjust this text by positioning it like this. Hit Ctrl T, scale it down like this. Okay, so you can adjust it like this. You can still scale it up like this. Okay, for the pastor image, let me adjust the size a little bit like this. Okay, for the theme, you can still hit Ctrl T, scale it up so that it will be more pronounced. Okay, so I pick the text to paste in my other line of text. Check. For this, I would like to scale it up. Okay, trying to create contrast. One of the ways you create contrast is by increasing the size of your elements. So for this text, I would like to change the font to same font as the title. Okay, so for this, I'll hit Ctrl T, scale it up like this. Okay, so this is its current age, to be precise. So I'd like to make a duplicate of this same layer. Pick the text tool and edit. Okay, the birthday will be coming up on the second. Okay, so you can still scale this up, adjust this, create proximity. That is why I place the date side by side like this. Likewise, creating space over here like this as well. So you can still adjust this like this, increase the size so that it will be visible, notwithstanding creating a contrast. So I can adjust this place. So placing the name of the pastor. So come over here, pasting his name over here. Okay, so I would like to create contrast by making this bold. I'm making use of Montserrat for this, so I can set this on bold, to be precise. So hit Ctrl T, scale it up. So pasting the name of the church, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, to be precise. So I'll set this on all caps. Okay, in the move tool and adjust this like this. So I would like to scale this down, the size of text like this. So this is how it's looking like so far. Ctrl H to hide your guide. Okay, this is like a preview. So we are not done yet. So I can set these two by grouping them together. Call this name. Okay, for this I can set these two together and call this age. Okay, you can see now I can now space them and organizing my group properly as well. So after I'm done with that, I can come over here. So I'll come over here, paste in this other line of text, Ctrl T, right click, and flip this, I think counterclockwise is okay. Drag and position over here like this. Come to your character panel and need to increase the space. Let me set this to about 1180 to be precise. So I'll come over here and scale this like this. I can still choose to reduce the size. This is more of eyeball situation. So I can hide my guides. I think this is how the project is actually looking like. Okay, so you can still make adjustments if be there any need to do that, as well as this. I can select the group make adjustments if there's any need for it. Okay, so I'll adjust this like this. I think this is okay, guys. This is okay, guys, like this. So that's all that. So I think we are good to go. So you can still choose to take a step further by coming to the layer at the top over here and apply a color lookup and play around and see how it actually looks. So I think this can be okay. So you just play around. There are no actual rules, and don't be afraid of breaking anything, guys. So just play around and see what actually works for you and use it in your design. So ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's tutorial video. If you find this content helpful, if you find this video helpful, do well to give this video a like, do well to smash the like button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always watching. And if you're new to the channel and you're here to subscribe, do well to smash the subscribe button right now. Do well to smash the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to get notification whenever I upload new content on my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, guys, thank you for always watching. Please don't forget to give this video a like. If you have any question, any comment, or any observation from this design, please do well to leave your comments and your observation in the comment section. See you in the next